Here's number four of protecting ourselves. So yeah, our city is about to be open. What to do? What is safe? Can I go to get a haircut finally? Can I speak to my friends or hang out and catching up? Can I go out and eat in a restaurant? I think the answer is yes to all those. The confirmed cases are coming down. The infection rate is controlled. And we had to live our life before a vaccine comes out. It's very hard to see we live the way as we did before. But if we do this, if we wear a mask, go get a haircut, if we meet our friend with social distancing, outside of the drop at splash zones of 2 meters, and if we go to restaurants with all these plastic barriers, again, this is practically a face shield. Um, we can protect each other. We can control and hopefully decrease the infection growth rate even lower. We can live our life the best that we can without people dying. So I personally would suggest to slowly and slowly expand your social circles. Um, Maybe not go to a party, but you can probably see some friends outdoor and with social distancing, and you can probably chat with them through mask. Um, but the lifestyle or the life of before is gonna be a little bit hard now until our infection growth rate is zero, or hopefully when we have a vaccine. So to summarize about the asymptomatic patients, because of the long incubation period and the pre-symptomatic period, asymptomatic like you and I, we are talking and singing without coughing, without sneezing, we can be infectious and we can spread COVID-19 without us ever knowing until symptoms develop. And this period start to be the median is about 4 days, so it can probably be longer. The route of transmission start to be droplet, so that's coughing and sneezing. But before any symptoms, it can also be singing and talking, or even just yarning, or exercising and exhale loudly. So what do we do now? Well, number one, we can open our windows at home, or we can meet our friends outdoor and minimize that potential airborne transmission. We can wash our hands often and try not to touch our face or touch our face less. And so can reduce the contact transmission. And we can buy a face shield. Just buy one today or make one today. And wear it with your mask, let it start a trend around your circles. It is the way, and it will protect your mask, especially if it's made of cloth or your very few surgical masks. It will protect them, and it will also protect your face, and it will protect you. By extension, the shield will also protect your family. Uh, at this time, I'm not recommending just wear face shield alone. There's no study proven that it will work, or it is a replacement of a surgical mask. So please wear both if you would. And lastly, to slowly and slowly expand your social circles, maintaining the social distance. Whenever possible, it is unnatural to talk to someone, when you are 2 meters away from them. It's just weird. You have to talk louder. You have to try not to look at them. It's all very hard, but the further apart you are physically, the safer it is for you and whoever you're talking to. And this applies also at homes. And um, as of the recent news alluding to, a lot of cases are coming from people who has been staying at home, which means they get the infection at home, most likely when their family is asymptomatic. So whenever possible, try to also keep distance at home with your loved ones. And not to scare you, again, the previous report suggests the attack rate is about 11%. So, um, but at the same time, you can do a little bit better and try to develop a lifestyle that is safe and also um, tolerable, that you can maintain. So, this is a final few words. The biggest impact of COVID-19, in my opinion, is not it. It is not anything that I just described above. It's in California. There's some studies suggest that about 4%, or 2 to 4% of people have the infection and maybe develop the antibodies already. But 100% of the people are in the lockdown. We've been sheltering at home. A lot of us have lost our jobs or furloughed, and I even see doctors and nurses have a significant financial impact because the hospital is practically empty. People just don't want to come in. They think they will catch the COVID. Um, so sorry. So I think they'll catch the COVID, and a lot of doctors are furloughed. All the surgeries, many are canceled, postponed, and and then that's just healthcare and the restaurants, the service industries, many jobs that's being non-essential. The hair salons, many places, the hotels. 100% of us is feeling this. We were feeling the financial stress. The money is everything, but you don't have it. So so that's the finance. If you have enough, thank God, you have enough resources to get by now. But the social isolation is also very, very hard. And the delay of medical and dental care, which you are seeing more and more often now. Um, it is safe to come to the hospital and get your dental care. And in my opinion, in the very beginning, we don't know how to protect ourselves and you. So sorry. But most of every ER that I've ever been to, everyone is on high alert. We have masks. Everybody wears masks. Everyone's keeping their distances. Um, Especially in the hospital, it's arguably safer than any other places now because we are all at almost precaution. To my knowledge, there's no patients ever caught COVID in the hospital. Um, I just haven't seen or heard it from any of my colleagues. So, and if you go to a dentist, you don't have to worry about catching it. I think the dentists have to be worried about catching it from you. And dental, as you know, has been wearing masks during their procedures even before the pandemic. So you are also safe to go to the dentist, in my opinion. So go if you need to, and just as you had in the past. And so that's my 2 cents over this line. But the frustration of the uncertain future, the feeling of oppressions that being made to do something that you don't want to do, uh, which leads to the social unrest. We see in the news now, this protest going on. Uh, this is not political talk, I'm just saying there's a lot of unrest and maybe over contradicting opinions or information coming out every single day. Um, there are people who lost their job, they're struggling for bills. The bills never stops. I know the government is trying to help, and they have helped some, but it is tough times. And some people even have to wait to go to soup kitchens, and it's just very tough times, and all of us are suffering. If you're infected, you suffer even more. I'm sorry, but really everybody is suffering. So and I'll end with this. It's a scripture from Bible, Psalms 57:1. It's a song by David. In his tough times, he said this prayer: "Have mercy on me, O God. Have mercy on me, for in you my soul take refuge. I will take refuge in the shadow of your wings until this disaster has passed. Um, I'm just saying this to myself now, as anyone who might be listening. Let's pray for each other, um, because it's the best thing you can do for us. Um, we need to love each other, especially when our opinions are different, our viewpoints are different, our circumstances, our political stance are different, but all of us are suffering and all of us are in this together. So, and I believe that God will use us to really show His love, especially in times like this. So, here is some light at the end of the tunnel. This is the rice cooker country, Taiwan, which is where I was born. So they have been celebrating the zero confirmed case. Now it's what, like day 8 or something, and they pay a hefty price for it. It's really individual efforts. Everybody has been on high alert since day one, and the government has started to be doing a great job. See all these kids, they're all wearing masks, even when there's no cases coming out. The church members, they're all wearing masks too and keeping their social distancing. And the restaurants has to adapt, and they put up all these barriers, which practically acts like face shields, contain their droplets within their own circles. So if they did it, so can we. Well, that is my hope. But it really takes everybody doing their part and limit their droplet to themselves by wearing masks, by being conscientious and care for others, and by keeping our distances. And we can do it. So here's part 2. I thank you so much. This is a talk that I might prepare in the future if you like this one. And any feedback will be appreciated. Again, this is my personal opinion. It's not the opinion of the medical community. I'm sure there's a few errors, and I'm sure there's different viewpoints out there that I should learn from, and but I didn't. So anything that you said, or please send me a message.